This is All India Radio. Whispers of the Wind. All India Radio in collaboration with Vigyan-Prasar presents science serial Whispers of the Wind, based on understanding and managing climate change and global warming. Let's listen to episode number 25, titled Global Warming and Food Security.
Prateek, go open the door.
No, I won't go. I'm busy.
Go, Prateek.
No, I'm busy. You go.
Even I am busy. Go.
No, I won't check. You go and open the door.
You are useless.
Surprise!
What a pleasant surprise, Papa. You are so early today.
Yes, but where is everybody?
Papa, we are in the kitchen.
Kitchen?
Yeah, helping mom to make lots of fruit jam.
Wow! Well, I think I should also join you guys. Come on, Pranali.
Yes, Papa.
So finally you have arrived, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Papa, see, Mom has bought so many fruits. She was saying once the rains begin, fruits and vegetables will be scarce.
Correct.
But why, Papa? I thought rains are good for everyone.
Oh.
You are right, Pranali. Rains are good for everyone. But so much depends upon how rains are distributed during the season.
Really?
Yeah. Rains not only influence availability of fruits and vegetables, but our food security is dependent on it.
Oh, but Papa, what is this food security? Does it mean guarding our food?
No, Prateek, it does not mean guarding our food. It means making sure that everyone is assured of getting enough to eat.
But Papa, we are sure to get food every time we want to eat, aren't we?
Prateek, I must say we are fortunate to get food when we need. But when you think of all the people in the country and the world, not everyone is so fortunate. And there is fear that more people may remain hungry.
Sounds so sad.
Yeah.
But why is it so, Papa?
Pranali, that is because the climate of the earth has begun to change and that may affect our food security.
Food security? I've heard about climate change. The weather keeps changing all the time.
Correct?
So how does it affect food security?
Pranali, I can answer your question, but I know someone who can answer better.
Who is that person, Papa?
The person is your Ramesh uncle.
Oh, Ramesh uncle, who works in the observatory.
Yes, Prateek. While you two are helping mother, I will call him and ask when can we visit him.
Yeah.
Wow, Papa, that will be so nice.
Yes, Papa, I am so eager to see an observatory.
Yes, even I am eager to see what all equipments they use in their work.
Yeah.
But before that, you must help me making the syrup.
Yes, Mama.
Yeah.
Pass me that bowl.
Okay. I'll just confirm with him. I'll just call him, okay?
Yeah.
Hello, Ramesh.
Hi Suren, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well.
The thing is that children wanted to visit your observatory. Like, when it will be possible?
Oh, that's such a nice thought. Why don't you guys come over tomorrow?
Oh, that will be great. So, see you around 10:30 a.m. tomorrow morning?
Oh yes, morning would be a perfect time to visit the observatory.
Thank you, Ramesh. Then see you tomorrow.
See you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
So, children,
Yes, Papa.
Uncle has agreed and we are going to visit him tomorrow in his office.
Oh,
Yay!
wow, that's great.
We are having an outing tomorrow. Papa, is Mom also coming along?
Yes, of course, Pranali. We all go to Uncle's office first and then to his house, which is nearby. It will be a family visit as well.
Yeah,
Great.
that will be great, Papa.
So, are you excited?
Yes.
Papa.
Okay. Well, we have reached the observatory.
Oh, wow, it's so big.
Yeah, it's so well maintained.
Beautiful.
Okay, come on. I can see Ramesh standing at the entrance to welcome us.
Oh.
Hi guys, welcome you all.
Hello, Ramesh. How are you?
I'm good. How are you kids?
Hello, Uncle.
Hello, Uncle. We are good.
Namaste Bhabhi ji.
Namaste, Bhai Sahab.
So, Ramesh, Our meeting was due for a long time, isn't it?
Indeed, it was, Rain.
And children wanted to know a few things about weather. So I thought this is the best time to meet you.
Yeah, Uncle. Uncle, will you please explain how and why the climate is changing?
Sure. I will answer all your questions. And it is important for all of us to know about climate change.
Correct.
But first, come inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Come.
Come, beta.
See, look at all these instruments around you.
Very nice.
Yeah.
We use them to take observations on temperature, humidity, and wind velocity, and so on.
But Uncle, why do we get rain only in the rainy season?
Well, beta, different parts of the earth get rain in different patterns. In India, we have distinct rainy season starting from June.
Okay.
First, we have the southwest monsoon, which gives rain for major part of the country. And for shorter period,
The northeast monsoon.
exactly, which gives rain to the southeast part of the country.
Oh.
Pratik, monsoon is very important for our country because our agriculture depends upon rains to raise the crops. That means good monsoon is required for our food security.
Very rightly said, Suren. There is a relation between rainfall and the crop cultivation. Places where the average rainfall is above 200 millimeter, crops like rice, sugar can be cultivated. In areas where rainfall is around 100 millimeter, then wheat, maize or other coarse grains can be cultivated.
Okay.
And where rainfall is less than 50 millimeter, the crops can be raised only if there is irrigation facility.
Apart from that, crops also require certain temperature and humidity, length of the day, and specific type of soil. Every crop has a specific season when it grows best. If the season is missed, the crop does not grow well.
Really?
Yes, rice, wheat, and maize are the three most important grain crops on which we depend for food. All three require different climatic conditions. Rice needs warm, humid climate, wheat requires cold climate, and maize grows well in warm, dry climate.
And how much of these grain quantity is produced in the world?
Well, Vasudha, every year more than 250 crore tons of food grains are produced.
250 crore tons.
Yes, raising these three crops worldwide. That comes to more than 300 kilos per person on earth for each year.
300 kilos per person?
Yes, Pratik.
That sounds sufficient. But then why are there people going to bed hungry in different parts of the world?
Yeah.
Vasudha, that is because the production is not uniformly distributed.
Oh, I see.
All countries are not self-sufficient for food grains. Even if the food is produced, the prices are high. Food is not accessible to people with lower incomes. So we have to make sure that the food is not only available but also accessible.
But I heard that a lot of food material goes waste.
Vasudha, that is true. In countries with humid and warm climate, insects attack stored grains and spoil them.
Oh.
Also, in damp condition, fungus grows on grains, making the grains useless for consumption.
True.
Rodents also spoil huge amount of stored grains. Even if food is available and accessible, it should be nutritionally sufficient.
Papa, do we have enough food grains in our country?
Yes, Pratik, we do have. Lots of efforts have gone in making our country self-sufficient in food. There were times when our country did not produce enough food grains.
Really?
Yes, Pratik. And we had to import from other countries.
Exactly. And I can also recall that there were long queues in front of the public distribution system shops called ration shops.
I remember, Ramesh.
But Papa, it sounds bad to me.
But how did our country overcome these bad times?
Pranali, it was in the late 50s and early 60s of 20th century. Our population was rising fast. It took a mammoth effort from our policymakers, scientists and farmers to make our country self-sufficient.
Oh.
The change was so dramatic that it was aptly named the Green Revolution.
Correct.
So, Papa, what is the problem now? We have enough in the market to go and buy.
Pratik, the problem earlier was only for a few countries like ours. Now, the problem is being faced by the entire world.
Entire world.
Right. The problem is that climate change will affect agriculture all over the world.
Uncle, I've heard about it. It seems it is going to make the ice caps on poles to melt and the level of sea to rise. But how is it going to affect agriculture?
Very good question, I must say. Pranali, the earth has variety of climates ranging from very cold at the poles to hot and humid in the tropics. There is a range of temperatures, humidity, rainfall associated with each location. Our lifestyles, houses and agriculture are all adapted to the climate. For few thousand years, this was the case, but that is all getting disturbed now.
Oh.
But, Uncle, why is that? And who is disturbing it?
Pratik, the carbon dioxide concentration in the air has gone up significantly. Carbon dioxide from burning fuels and some other gases known as greenhouse gases from industrial and vehicle exhaust get mixed up with the air and trap the heat from Earth, which should be allowed to escape into the space. As a result, the Earth has become warmer, and this is called
Global warming.
correct.
Uncle, you said different places on Earth have different climates. So how do we know that the Earth is getting warmer?
See, Pranali, there are observatories all over the world. They have been recording temperatures over the years.
Oh.
What has been noticed is that in many places, higher and higher temperatures are being recorded, and if you take an average, the Earth has become warmer by almost 1 degree Celsius in the last 1.5 century.
Oh. And is that serious?
Yes, it is. What is more dangerous that the warming was faster in the past few decades. In India, in many places, the maximum summer temperature is crossing 40 degrees Celsius.
And you know, kids, our body average temperature is 37 degrees Celsius.
Yes.
If the air temperature is above that, it is dangerous to our health.
Okay.
And is it dangerous to plants?
Some plants such as rice and maize can tolerate this rise in temperature, but wheat is a cold-loving crop. Heat wave affects the crop in the field, and if the heat wave is intense, all crops may suffer and grain production is reduced.
That's true. And that is not the only way in which global warming affects. There may be extreme heat waves and cold waves. Rains and storms may become more intense. Rainfall may become more erratic.
Yes, Ramesh. And I remember scientists have predicted that with the rise in temperature, crop damaging insects will become more active.
Really?
They will be more hungry and will eat more crops. Estimate shows that with every degree Celsius rise in average temperature, the increase in crop damage will be between 10 to 25%.
Oh, that is too much, Papa.
Yes, Pratik. Vegetables and fruits are even more prone to damage by fluctuation in weather, pests and diseases.
Papa, does that mean that we are going to have food shortage?
Well, we hope not, Pratik, but we have to act fast.
Yeah.
If we have to avert the danger of global warming.
And you know, Pratik, most world leaders are convinced that global warming is a reality and human activities are a major contributor to it. In Paris Agreement of 2015, the world leaders resolved to cut down on greenhouse gas emissions. But unfortunately, in 2017, the US has withdrawn from it.
And does that matter?
Yes, Bhabiji, it does. Because the US is the second biggest polluter after China.
Correct.
As per 2015 numbers, every American is responsible for more than 4 times carbon dioxide emissions as compared to an Indian.
So much.
In the Paris Accord, it was decided to reduce greenhouse gas emission so that the global warming in future can be kept below 2 degrees Celsius. If the US does not keep its commitment, others will have to work harder to keep target in sight.
True.
Ramesh, do nations have an option to withdraw?
Suren, countries had submitted intended nationally determined contributions, or I should say INDCs, which means how they will go about reduction of greenhouse gas emissions. But unfortunately, it is not a legal binding.
Yeah.
But uncle, if it is so important, then all countries should reduce greenhouse gas emissions.
And it means people have to do something now, isn't it?
Yes, Babiji, the governments can make policies and rules. But, ultimately, it is the people all over the world who have to work over it.
Exactly. And that is the reason why our government is putting a lot of emphasis on generation of electricity using renewable resources such as solar and wind. That will reduce use of coal for power generation.
Papa, I heard that very soon electric cars will be on the roads.
Yes, Pratik. Soon there will be e-cars and also cars using petrol or diesel mixed with alcohol or biodiesel made from agriculture produce.
Oh, that is good.
That way, we can lessen the carbon that is coming from fossil fuels and recycle the carbon which is already there in the atmosphere.
Absolutely right.
Papa, are you talking about biodiesel?
Yes, beta. He is talking about biodiesel. You see, when we use biodiesel, the carbon dioxide which is in the air is being reused. Not like the fossil fuels, where carbon from below the earth is burnt and more carbon dioxide is added to atmosphere.
Vasudha, countries have to devise their means of adding zero carbon to the atmosphere and then actually start reducing the amount that is in the air.
True.
But how can we reduce carbon dioxide in the atmosphere? Can trees use it up?
Yes, Pranali, trees can help, but experts are of opinion that there isn't enough area on earth to plant so many trees to bring down the carbon dioxide level.
Then?
But it will certainly do a good job. If we generate less carbon dioxide and grow more trees to consume it, it is bound to reduce carbon dioxide in atmosphere.
Uncle, so has our government started doing that?
Pranali, the government has started forestation program to increase the forest cover in the country.
That's good.
And besides that, the farmers are told not to burn the crop residues and dry grass on the hills. Citizens are prohibited to burn garbage and advised to recycle it.
Okay, so guys, I think now we should move towards my residence, as I have asked my wife to prepare some great snacks for you guys.
Ramesh, why you have given us so much of trouble?
Oh, it's my pleasure, Suren. So, shall we walk and talk?
Okay,
Yes,
let's
Uncle.
go. Come.
Uncle, how can we participate in this process of reduction of greenhouse gases?
Pranali, there are many things which you and I can do.
Like?
Like save fuel and energy, practice reuse and recycling, use more local materials and foods, and use more plant-based foods.
Uncle, will that make sure that there will be food for all?
See, calculation shows that right now there may be enough, but it is not evenly distributed. The real challenge is ahead. The world population is rising. Land and water resources are on decline, and climate is deteriorating. It is hard to predict what is ahead of us.
Yes. Earlier, some people did not want to agree that climate is changing for the worse. They argued that higher carbon dioxide will be good for plants. In recent experiments, scientists found that grains from rice plants grow in high carbon dioxide were nutritionally inferior. The grains had lower protein, vitamins, and minerals.
So, climate change is going to reduce food grain production. And whatever will be produced will be of lesser quality.
Correct.
So, how can this be avoided?
Pranali, scientists all over the world are trying to develop new varieties of crop which can be withstand either fluctuations like heat wave, cold wave, and drought. Scientists are also developing varieties which are tolerant to pests and diseases, so that in face of climate change the crop yields will be stable.
But Suren, just producing food is not enough.
You mean to say?
It has to be protected from loss during storage and transportation.
Oh, yes.
New techniques are being developed to preserve the food to avoid losses in quantity and quality.
Well, Ramesh ji, we can save on resources like electricity, water, and cooking gas because during their production, greenhouse gases are generated.
That's correct, Bhabiji.
And I will surely tell my friends not to do wasteful cooking. Gone are the days when people took pride in cooking dishes which took hours of heating. In the present day situation, it's a misuse of energy, isn't it?
You are very right, Bhabiji. Our aim should be to use minimum resources and energy and generate minimum waste.
True.
It is also important to use agricultural technologies such as cultivation in regulated climate using polyhouses and efficient irrigation systems.
Definitely.
Okay, guys, so I would like to welcome you all to my kitchen garden.
Wow. We have already reached it.
In no time.
Exactly.
It's so beautiful.
Lovely. It's beautiful.
And all vegetables here are grown organically.
Wow, uncle, that's great.
And I would like to tell you that the eatables prepared for you guys are made from fruits and vegetables from our garden with organic manure from the kitchen waste and cooked on biogas.
Wow, Ramesh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
And Bhabiji, I would like to tell you that all our vegetables are homegrown and we in our own way are contributing to the food security.
Excellent.
That explains why you look so fit, active, and happy.
Ramesh, may your garden flourish so that we can come often and enjoy the healthy and tasty snacks.
Oh, yes, indeed. Well, at present, you can enjoy the fresh cooked snacks, and also, if you like, you can
Take away.
Icing on the cake.
Yes!
Whispers of the Wind. You were listening to the 25th episode of this science serial produced by All India Radio in collaboration with Vigyan-Prasar, titled Global Warming and Food Security. This episode was written by Dr. Suresh Bhagwat. Translation by Savita Yadav. Coordinators were Dr. Nakul Parashar and Dr. Birendra Kumar Tyagi. This episode was directed by Sudarshan Kumar. Presented by Dilip Jha and assisted by Naveen Kumar. Participants were Nikhil Diwan, Gaurav Devgan, Mamta Malkani, Pranchu, and Mannat Nagar. Hey listeners, please stay with us. Here are 2 questions for you. The lucky winners will get attractive prizes from Vigyan-Prasar. The first question is, Indian government In what way contributing through green energy? And the second question is, how does carbon dioxide affects the growth of crops? You can send your answers by simple post. Our address is Science Serial, Whispers of the Wind, Director Vigyan-Prasar, A50, Institutional Area, Sector 62, Noida 201309. You can also write on our email ID radio@vigyanprasar.gov.in. Please do write or mail us your full name, age and profession. If associated with Science Club, do let us know the membership of your club. If you have any query or question, do not hesitate to write to us. We will be back again with the next episode of this science serial, Whispers of the Wind, same day, same time next week. Till then, goodbye.